Now moving on to a very exclusive part of the evening again. So what we have ahead of us is a very prominent founder again. This is something called Beholdus. So for those of you who have not heard of it, so Beholdus is this fantastic company that is not only prominent in newer parts of Africa, and they are growing communities across Asia, Africa, Pakistan, and now they're out here to grab the Indian eye, and they already have quite caught the eye. So taking them forward with, introducing them to you. So we have Beholdus, which is an inter-blockchain trading platform that helps popularize decentralized finance, and that's DeFi app and NFTs included. And who we have over here is none other than the founder of Beholdus himself. So give it up for Ronald Lay. Ronald, it's an absolute pleasure having you with us this evening, and they're all yours.
Good evening, sir, and everyone. It's my pleasure to be here today. And, I would love to introduce myself as a serial fintech entrepreneurs, trying to build different open permissionless blockchains infrastructure for different businesses. And today I would like to do a quick overview of what we are building on. So basically, Beholdus is an open permissionless blockchain infrastructure. And the visions for us is to build a blockchain infrastructure where any businesses can seamlessly issue their NFT, seeking for fundings, and enjoy unlimited financial services in the DeFi to achieve their visions, and also serve as a hub for game finance, metaverse finance in the long run. The missions for the Beholdus is we aim to accelerate the mass adoption of digital assets by bridging the gap between the qualified assets such as online GameFi, music, movie, digital internet services, metaverse, and the crypto space. So, as Beholdus, we may very much focus on, the latest strength of technologies that trying to build solutions on Beholdus. The value propositions for Beholdus is we aim to build a great crypto-oriented communities across different countries, such as Southeast Asia and in the emerging countries, by working closely with different social media channels and also crypto influencers and worldwide strategic partners. The kinds of the important parts of this is interoperability, because due to this Polkadot-based ecosystem called Substrate, so we leverage on the interoperability of the network launch and leverage on the multi-chain infrastructure. We aim to offer various types of blockchain solutions. So we have many years of experience in fintech and blockchain space, and we're also sitting in the hub of financials disruptive center, which is the Southeast Asia. And what makes us different from the other is very much highly scalable, right? So, it's being used by lots of players in the market. I think Akala is one of our partner here in the top, also utilizing them. And, we want to focus a lot on the NFT empowerments, meaning that, any businesses, they can actually tokenize their reward assets based on our blockchain, right? So they can actually use it for any kinds of financial services, such as lending, staking, option tradings, and etc. Right? So with these, and the value of the token is lying on the organic growth of the tokens, and also trying to focus a lot more on the helping different types of qualified projects to be joining our launchpad participations, and help different SMEs or the innovative businesses to join our ecosystem. So the DeFi is something that's really huge in the space, and I think technology is still very much early at this stage. So I'm sure there's boomings in terms of crypto economies out there, and there's where you can lend, borrow, you can earn interest, right? And lots of companies have started streaming their employee their wages in real time, and based on an open source technology that anyone can program with. So, this is a seamless user experience that we're trying to create. And within the DeFi, the market is very much open, and there's no such kind of centralized authority who can block payments or deny you access to anything, right? So DeFi is collective terms for financial products and services that are accessible to anyone, who want to use Ethereum or Binance or Polkadot or even Beholdus. So anyone with the internet connections and the laptops or maybe smartphone, they can actually create an NFT or maybe issue the app based on our Beholdus blockchain. So I think you can see in the DeFi space, the traditional problems with the banks is that you can see take a lot of manual process to go through this financial, the manual process is setting up the bank accounts, and, lack of access to financial services, especially those emerging countries, and, those underdeveloped countries. They're more than like 50% of the users are unbanked, right? So financial services can actually block you from getting paid. And even, there's a lot of data privacy has been stolen by those traditional finance, right? And you're not sure who utilize your data for what purposes. And the governments and also centralized institutions, they can actually close down the market at will due to XYZ reason, right? So and also I think the one of the big problems in the traditional finance is that the money transfer sometimes takes days and it doesn't work in the weekend in a lot of countries, right? And there's a lot of unnecessary middlemen when it goes through some kind of financial transactions in between. So that's very much the problem. So what can we do with DeFi, right? You can actually send money around the world, and you can stream the funds around the globe, access different types of stable currency, borrow funds with collaterals, and you can start with crypto savings and fund your ideas, or many kinds of these insurance services or financial services within the DeFi space. So it's kind of like a new kind of alternative financial system that's crypto DeFi enjoy. And how does DeFi work, right? I think fundamentally, DeFi use cryptocurrency and a smart contract to provide services that don't need the intermediaries, right? So in DeFi, the smart contract replaces the financial institutions in the transaction. So no one can alter the smart contract when it's live, right? So it will runs as programmed, right? So the contract are very much public for anyone to inspect and audit, right? So in our system, we actually use static, and this means that that contract will often come under the community scrutiny pretty quickly. So DeFi is very much transparent. Yeah, so I think that's very much I like to share, right? So happy to share. I'm happy to have some questions, or and I love to learn from each other. Thank you.
Great, Ronald. Thank you so much for that. So we do have a couple of questions. So first one being, why is Bholdus called the DeFi for real world? How is it different?
Right, the difference is, we aim to help those qualified SMEs, especially in the emerging countries, to accelerate their business by, helping them in terms of fundings, in terms of go-to-market strategies. Doing some customer acquisitions, by helping them with these building out the sustainable business model or maintain a competitive advantage with different partners around the world, right? So, for SME, traditionally they only focus on one market. But for these SME in the crypto world is a lot larger base, right? It's a lot larger base in terms of in terms of market size, in terms of value that they are providing is actually on the global basis, right? So the difference is, we try to help those SMEs who don't have access to financial industry, especially lendings, or borrowing the funds, or or leveraging on the crypto space to get access to the crypto adoptions, or maybe new customers and all this. So by leveraging on technologies, the worlds become more borderless, and the fundings become a lot easier to attract different funding. So SMEs in majority of the emerging countries actually play a very significant roles in the society. That's the reason why we aim to help those qualified SME, especially those innovative businesses, such as like GameFi, studio owners, or some kind of theme park, or digital services, content, music. Those are very digital based, right? So those very much our focus as of now. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
On that note, so what options does Bholdus provide SMEs to keep as collateral?
Can you elaborate your question?
Like when you do approach SMEs, right? So do you take in any collaterals, or expect any promise from their end?
Yeah, basically we have different roadmap, right? So in beginnings, we try to aim those businesses who have a good track records, who already have own digital assets, right? So step by step, if they have a good track records and a good credit score, along the way when we built, then we start giving out more, more interest, or more collateral, or more kinds of attractive loans to them. So in the beginnings, if we don't have a good data, we not give out the loan right away. But we more on like focusing on those SME who very adaptive with cryptocurrency, and who already have certain digital assets in their business. And then slowly, once they build a good track record with us, then we start tag along with the physical assets, which is their and it depends on jurisdiction. There's regulations involved, so there's not many countries that we can start right away. So we start. This is the long-term visions and missions. So it takes some time to get there. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Well, a question is Bholdus focusing only on the Southeast Asia region? While I know that's not the answer, would you like to say something about that, Ronald?
Yeah, India is a very big market, and we love to penetrate into, and we love to look for partners and good friends like you folks to help us with the promoting the Bholdus BSO, to help with the customer acquisitions or market expansions. So we're very much open as long as we have the right partners, the right country manager to work with. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So how does a black hole determine the voting rights of BHO token holders, and on what metrics?
I don't get it. So black hole token is basically stable coins. So we have a BSO token is basically the name representing Bholdus. So it's a native coin, but it's also run on different chains. Right now it's running on Binance Smart Chain, but we also we're going to have our own native blockchain. We call it BSO, and it's going to run on our own native tokens, right? It's going to be a native token, so that means it's going to be very much multi-chain infrastructure that we built. And Bholdus BSO is one of these considerate token that we are. The BSO is the core technology, is our own native coins. But beside that, we're gonna build tokens based on different chains such as Solana, Cardano, Ethereum, and etc. For us to leverage the ecosystem of everyone. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And we have one last question, Ronald. So how does Bholdus plan on exploring the GameFi space?
Right. So you can see we GameFi something really hot in the regions, and we aim to help them with these fundraise by connecting them with the right institutions or partners that can help them to expedite their business, and also we can help them with these fundings, and also help them to nurture their business. So GameFi is something really hot, like play to earn game models, right? So any kind of game, they can actually come to us, and if they want to tokenize their business, they can actually utilize our blockchain to issue the NFT or to issue the NFT tokens based on our blockchain. So via our system, there is an SDK and an API where we can actually easily integrate with different games to issue tokens, right? So the value that come to us is because of these the fast growing ecosystem worldwide, and also the interoperability of the network. And we also have the labs where we're going to organize different types of GameFi metaverse finance lab, where we can actually incubate them or advise them or nurture them or accelerate the business with them. Yeah.
Right. Great. I think Amit has a few things that he would like to interact you with about, that he has a few queries on. So Amit, over to you.
Sure, and thank you so much, Ronald. It's been like a super crisp presentation, and you shared so much in the short time over there. I thought I'd leverage this opportunity to discuss a few things about the journey, and then also probably take on a few tactical aspects of working alongside Bholdus. From an SME perspective, from maybe somebody building a gaming startup, etc. So may I have like a series of fireside chat-ish conversations with you?
Sure. Yes, definitely.
So one of our motivations at Polkadot India is to help generate inspiration amongst the aspiring entrepreneurs and to start up. And I would love if you could highlight your starting journey. Perhaps how you got into crypto and the evolution with the different ventures that you did till you founded Bholdus, and the motivation behind starting Bholdus.
Right, definitely. So I'm a big fan of decentralized worlds where we can help build different financial inclusions businesses, especially to help businesses to achieve financial inclusion, and also help businesses to grow their business to the next level. And I believe that is a yin and yang. I mean, I believe that is because I mean, the fintech space for many years, and there are many emerging markets going on, right? And there's a lot of opportunities, especially in the emerging countries, where they treat cryptocurrency as kind of the new types of new types of alternative assets for their investment opportunity. So we're here to grow the business together, and we are here to make this. And a lot of them are facing a problem in terms of how am I going to build a successful career. And with the Bholdus blockchain, we hope that we can help different entrepreneurs, and we can help different businesses to achieve their dream by leveraging on our fast-growing ecosystem to solve certain problems. It may be in banking, it may be in fintech, it can be in agriculture, it can be any kind of industry. As long as, or maybe in GameFi, in metaverse finance, it's going to work across different industry, right? So for us as a platform, we're here to help them, and we're here to work together closely, right? So we are a platform. So as easy as it is, right? So anyone in the emerging country who need help, because starting out the business is very tough, so they need help in terms of a lot of different segments. It can be funding, it can be customers, it can be solutions, so it depends on different businesses. And I'm an entrepreneur myself, and I know that it's very tough to start something. And I believe that it's an ecosystem where we are trying to build. It's kind of like an aggregator where we can have to partner up with everyone, right? To make us, to make a series of successful entrepreneurs worldwide. Yeah.
Wonderful. And in your own entrepreneurial journey with Bholdus, it might not have been, as great as it is today all throughout. There would have been certain highs, certain lows. So what were the, two lowest lows that you experienced and the two highest highs that you experienced in the Bholdus journey?
Yes, doing the business, managing fast-growing ecosystems and a fast-growing internal organization is never easy. There's a lot of challenges, and there's a diverse culture, there's a diverse perspective, and it's never easy. Yeah, to be honest, it's never easy, and it's just us. We try to do our best, right? We're passionate about business, and we love to do what we do, right? So end of the day is about enjoy doing what you do and trying to enjoying the problem solving, right? It's not easy, and hopefully any entrepreneurs, they've been through a lot of hardships and things like that. So to be honest, we need to make good friends with people, ask people to help out, and it's a long term. So the bad experience, every day you meet tons of people from different background, right, and have different perspective in what you do. Some people like you, some people don't, for sure, right? So end of the day, we just need to sit back, relax, and try to think on the win-win and sustainable work with everyone, right? So just continue that way, and I hope that with what we're trying to build and with the passion that we're putting, we hope that things are getting better every day, right? Business is moving. Lots of emerging countries is fast growing in terms of cryptocurrency adoption and the blockchain solution. So we hope to be one of the leading players in the market. Yeah.
Awesome. And technically, while building the platform, perhaps what was the biggest challenge that you faced?
I think there's always challenge in terms of sourcing for good engineers and growing the market, and I know that's a lot of work going on right now, and people are working hard, right? Lots of engineers are working super hard, right? So everyone is working hard, and even me myself working day and night, and it's still not an easy one, right? So everyone's working hard on every initiative, right? So hopefully we can work as a team and growing up as a team, right? And just see how and what's next, yeah. So
I'm just going to extract some stories or anecdotes from you, because that just allows us to paint a picture of how life looked like at some of those moments. So any stories or examples that you can cite from the past of how this journey was, this entrepreneurial journey of Bholdus itself. And after this, I'm going to come to some questions that are around collaboration, but just trying to get a sense, like any anecdotes or examples that you have.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of work going on, and there's a lot of a challenge, right? Sometimes like you are the only one go against the rest of the world, for example.
Sure.
The idea is maybe you're crazy about certain thing, and you may not get support from people. Right? That's a very common thing, and just sometimes we have to live with it and try to like compromise and make it a win-win. For me, is I always think that we should think of a win-win solution that make it sustainable for everyone and everything else, right? So sometimes people trust you, sometimes people don't, right? So it's just a matter of trust and a matter of sympathy, and a mutual understandings of different things together in the same picture, whether people are moving on the same picture with you, right? And running an organization is always a challenge, right? So for me, it's just all about trying to do my best, and if I have done my best, but it doesn't work, or it's work. If it's work, then it's awesome. If it doesn't work, then we need to think on why and how we can be better, right? So yeah, it's a part of the journey. So it's every day is different day, every day is a new day, and a lot of challenge. But you one thing I always keep in mind is we need to keep doing it, and making sure that everyone is happy, and it's a win-win. For me, it's always have to think on win-win thing. Yeah.
Wonderful. So even going in integrating with SMEs, it's a very complex problem to solve. There are regulations, there are compliances. You need you need data to be able to do credit rating, and decide where to how it works, how it doesn't. And the scale at which you guys are growing is like pretty mind-boggling. Like you're launching new countries and onboarding a lot. So how are you guys managing the compliance aspect of it, or the data provisioning aspect of it? I would just love to understand. Is it that you have a very big team that manages it, or we are in the experimentation stage with some of these countries, because every country will have their different oracles or centralized systems via which you source data. They will have their own regulatory compliance mechanisms. Kind of science mind-boggling to me.
Right. I mean, we are the technology company, so we need to work closely with different institutions or businesses, right? So basically, we are the platform, right?
Sure.
We are not we are an infrastructure, and anyone can actually build solution on us, right? So we are not a financial institutions. We are more towards like a multi-chain infrastructure where anyone can leverage on to build solution. Yeah. So unless and we don't keep private key of the users, and the funds running around within the ecosystem. Right, and the more solutions we help, we more like a technology solutions service provider, right? So they can actually utilize us to solve any kind of problem in the world. Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah.
we're basically going to be looking at fintech partners in each of these countries and geographies to come up to bring that expertise and leverage your platform and build these solutions on top of it. So and that's your approach, and that definitely serves as clarity for some of the entrepreneurs who might be over here today. What would be your advice to somebody who's just starting their career in crypto? Now they may be entrepreneurial, they might just want to work in a company. How should they go about deciding what to focus on during the early stages of working with crypto?
Right. I think it's always tough to start a business, right? And maintaining it, creating and growing it is another tough journey. So it's all about growing the ecosystem where we can actually build more friendships and build more win-win sustainable partnership with everyone to ensure that it's growing and find the right partners to work together. Right, it's always challenging, right? And it's nothing is easy, right? So as an entrepreneur, we need to be we need to have the guts to do things, and we need to grow to a certain level, and we need to keep learning and stay around with the like-minded people and also diverse people where you can learn and grow. Yeah. So it's about learning, find the right partners, find the right teams, work together, and hopefully everyone is on the same page, right? And move forward together. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you. And as people get to know you better and working along with Beholdus, what personally inspires me about Beholdus and about you as a founder is, your emphasis on speed of decision making, moving things. And I'm pretty sure that that culture kind of rubs into the entire organization. And as a startup, it is so very important to move with velocity, and that is like my personal learning that I've had engaging with you and interacting with you as well.
Answer them privately. Yeah.
So thank you so much, Ronald. It's been an absolute pleasure hosting you with us, and hopefully we shall be doing some very meaningful work in the future as well. From Polkadot India's side, and on behalf of our community, our team, we wish you the very best in your journey with Beholdus, and we shall definitely keep in touch. Any questions that come our way, we're gonna share them with you subsequently, and would love if you would just spare some time checking them out.
Sure. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ronald.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.